19-year-long career.
There it goes. That should do it. That should do it. That's the first time Gonzalez has been down as a pro. And if he gets up from this...
The New York native etched his place in the history books for his undisputed title win over unbeaten boxing legend Evander Holyfield, picking up all 3 of the major world title straps, as well as handing the real deal. With an abundance of skill, speed, and power, the brash Brownsville Banger's aggressive phone booth fighting style captured the heart of millions during the 1990s. His unrelenting ambition to outbrawl and destroy his opponents often resulted in exciting, fast-paced, fan-favorite shootouts.
Oh, uppercut again. Cuts are in serious trouble. Mills Lane, 1 punch away from stopping it, and there it is.
After almost 15 years since his last professional bout, we take a look back at the crazy career of perfectly placed right hand late in the second round.
Oh, good right hand by Bowe. And Cooper is down.
Looking to end matters with less than 7 seconds left on the clock, Bowe followed up his attack with a blistering 12-punch combination, sending Cooper stumbling to the canvas and unable to proceed.
Will Cooper make it to the end of round 2?
Yeah, he's going to beat the...
Cannot be saved by the bell.
4, 2, 5, 3.
That is it.
Survived the relentless assault of stiff jabs and crunching right hands. Tired and busted up, Biggs was eventually floored by a clubbing right hand in the 8th round. Back to his feet, but unable to properly protect himself, the gold medal winner was wiped out with a flurry of unanswered blows, forcing referee Frank Cappuccino to bring a halt to the beating.
50 seconds left in the 8th round. They can stop this fight right now. You see the official from the commission up on the ring post, up on the apron.
Enraged by Tillery's clinching and survival tactics, frustrated but undeterred Bowe smashed the awkward American down with a bone-crunching combination late in the very first round.
Well, down goes Tillery in round 1 from what looked like a bit of a scruffy left hook.
What ensued was utter carnage as both boxers continued to brawl after the bell, resulting in Tillery being flipped over the ropes head first.
In serious trouble now. And here they go. And they completely ignored the referee and got Lumiere getting up, and he actually pulls Tillery outside the ring. And all hell let loose there.
Of success in the early going, but Bowe's superior skill and power proved too much to handle for Kutzer, who had begun to show signs of facial damage as early as the 2nd round.
You see the guts of Pierre Kutzer. He has felt that right hand and just keeps coming back. The crowd oohing and eyeing after the uppercut that snapped Kutzer's head back.
Bloodied and bruised from Bowe's murderous attacks, Kutzer put on an incredible display of heart and bravery to remain upright throughout, only touching the canvas after a low blow late in the 6th round.
Bowe's left jab is working like magic now.
Low blow by Bowe, followed by a right hand to the chin. He was going down from the low blow, and Bowe rocked him with the right hand shot to the side of the head.
Absorbing a worrying amount of damage and suffering from swelling around both eyes, the South African's challenge was brought to an end in the following frame, when legendary referee Mills Lane intervened to save the battered boxer from any further punishment.
Use your jab to stay back a little bit.
Oh, uppercut again. Kutzer in serious trouble. Mills Lane 1 punch away from stopping it, and there it is. End of story. Riddick Bowe has a 7th round technical knockout, which should send him forward toward a heavyweight title matchup with Evander Holyfield.
It was another impressive showing from the Brownsville brawler, and refused to take a backward step, prompting a wild back-and-forth battle from the sound of the opening bell.
By the champion Evander Holyfield. And already Bowe begins to hold and hit, and they brawl in the center of the ring. Evander Holyfield showing his warrior's heart, believes he has Bowe hurt.
Outweighed by 30 pounds, but still favored to win with the Vegas bookmakers, over-aggressive Holyfield was already showing signs of damage around both eyes from Bowe's bludgeoning attacks as early as the 4th round.
6 for Holyfield. There's a left and a right by Holyfield, and the left. Bowe giving the right hand in return. Left hand by Holyfield. These are solid shots, but the champion does not seem able to hurt Riddick Bowe.
In one of the most memorable action-packed rounds in the history of the sport, Bowe looked to end matters in round 10.
All this time, you can't understand someone being so dirty.
So you see Holyfield going down in this round, and Bowe stuns him with an uppercut, and just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a heart by Holyfield.
He's going to stay on his feet.
He's hanging in there. Gets away from a right hand, blocks another one. Bowe throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bowe. Joe Cortez watching. Champion gets the benefit of the doubt.
That was a right uppercut that started that sequence.
On the verge of being stopped on his feet, unbreakable Holyfield refused to wilt, weathering the storm before firing back with bombs of his own.
Don't rest. Rest with your jab. Bowe should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bowe wobbling. And he lands a right hand. Everybody in the Thomas and Mack Center on their feet. This round should be greeted with a standing ovation at the end. You've seen the best of both men. And another.
He felled 30 seconds into the 11th.
Oh, Holyfield in serious trouble now.
Bowe has got to be cool trying to finish him, though.
There's the uppercut again. The mouthpiece is out of Holyfield's mouth, and he's going to go down. And Holyfield gets up very early in the count.
Able to endure Bowe's oncoming onslaught to hear the final bell, Holyfield's reign as undisputed champion of the world was cut short, losing on all 3 of the judges' scorecards, crowning Big Daddy Bowe the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Winner by unanimous decision and new heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick.
Bowe less than 90 seconds into the first.
Doak's in trouble. Doak's is hurt against the ropes. Joe Santarpia steps in. It'll be a standing 8 count.
Showing no mercy for his veteran opponent, Bowe followed up the knockdown with an eye-watering 20 unanswered punches, forcing referee Joe Santarpia to intervene and save defenseless Doak's from any further punishment.
Trying to clinch it away. He's trying to fight out of it. By Doak's, but he took one as well. Bowe is not hurt. That's it. That's it. Doak's is hurt bad. Doak's is out on his feet. Wobbled again, down on the second strand of the rope. He's defenseless now. Santarpia steps in, and that's it. The fight is
With ease, freezing Ferguson on his feet with a perfectly timed left hook late in the first.
backs up against the ropes. Probably not a good place to be. And the left hook lands, and Ferguson goes down. Will he make it out of round 1? Michael Doak's didn't. Hazard counting. 8 count. Ferguson struggling to get up, and he makes it.
How you feel, Jesse?
Surprisingly able to get back to his feet before being saved by the bell, Ferguson was brutally wiped out just seconds into the following round.
Punch stat numbers say that Riddick Bowe landed 2/3 of his blows in round 1. And this is going to go pretty quickly now. And that's it.
Bowe's fight-ending combination was vicious, completely wiping out his overmatched opponent with ease, perfectly setting up his highly anticipated rematch against former undisputed Miller, bizarrely crashed into the ring, halting the action whilst a hectic riot ensued ringside.
And somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the ring, has been pulled away by security guards. The fight has been brought to a halt. There's a massive melee at ringside as this fellow with a motorized parachute has landed right on top of
spectators and
hitting Bowe with his awkward in-and-out style.
And now to the body. Riddick Bowe looking ill-prepared to defend himself against the supposedly outmatched Herbie Hyde. The odds in the sports books here hovered between 4-1 and 5-1. Bowe a lopsided favorite.
As soon as the former champion was able to land, unbeaten Hyde unraveled in an instant, hitting the canvas 3 times in the 3rd round.
And down goes Hyde. And Richard Steele is saying that it's not a knockdown. There's no count, but Hyde is clearly stunned.
He must have been hit with a very, very short punch.
He's out on his feet. He's out on his feet and in danger of getting hurt if Bowe can put something together. Down goes Hyde again. There still hasn't been an official knockdown ruling. Now this one gets a count.
I had mentioned that Hyde looked tired. He looks exhausted now, and it's only the 3rd round of the fight.
And now Hyde handles Bowe for the moment again, lacing him with lefts and rights. And as Bowe opens up to try to finish, Hyde takes advantage and falls down again.
Got hit with an uppercut, right on the button.
Down a total of 7 times. The WBO champion was eventually counted out following 2 clubbing right hands in the 6th.
Maybe it went with that good living.
Well, in part it's because of the nature of the opponents he's been fighting. That may be it.
Will this be enough? There's a count going.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And Hyde's not going to make it up.
Bowe picked up the lesser-known WBO title after a heated build-up with several pre-fight skirmishes. Cuban Gonzalez was talking openly about wanting to kill the brash New Yorker, fueling Bowe to put a brutal beating on the unbeaten Cuban.
and throws very few punches in return. Bowe risking disqualification there, and that was a stupid move.
Taking a pounding throughout, the highly rated amateur was wiped out with a thunderous right hand midway through the 6th round.
Listening to Eddie Futch. On paper, that looks like a big advantage. There it goes. That should do it. That should do it. That's the first time Gonzalez has been down as a pro. And if he gets up from this, he fools me. Now, Mills Lane doesn't bother to complete the count.
The final punch was tremendous, completely freezing the Cuban on his feet before hitting the canvas face first, requiring immediate medical attention. Boxer safety, prompting HBO commentator George Foreman to call for an end to the bout when the real deal was under Bowe's heavy fire in the 5th round.
Flip Bomansky, the Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor, is sitting in Holyfield's corner. Holyfield taking a couple of heavy shots.
Holyfield is really hurting. He looks like he's ready to go. He looks like he has nothing to get back. He just became 33 going on 53.
Evander Holyfield has never been knocked out in his professional boxing career.
Undeterred Holyfield dramatically turned things around in the following frame, flooring Bowe for the first time in his professional career with a perfectly placed left hook.
Down goes Bowe! First knockdown of Riddick Bowe's career.
Not getting up. How can you ever count this man out? He is just amazing.
Showing immense toughness and heart many observers claimed he never possessed, Bowe rallied back in the 8th round, flooring a tiring Holyfield with a short right hand during a heated exchange.
But I still scored that other end, round 5, 9-9. I scored it even. I'll tell you, this is tremendous stuff.
Hard right hand inside by Holyfield, and now down goes Evander.
A right hand by Bowe. A right hand inside as Holyfield lunged to get back at him.
7.
Did the trick.
Don't think he's going to make it.
Somehow managing to climb back to his feet, the former 2-weight undisputed king was wiped out mere seconds later as Bowe swiftly ended matters with 2 final right hands.
Third knockdown of Holyfield's career. Here comes the 4th, and that's it.
What a fight. Once again, they even exceed the highest expectations we had.
Despite hitting the canvas for the first time in his career, Bowe had proven his resilience and determination to battling an impressive 28 wins without defeat. Determined Galata was seemingly taming the Brownsville brawler, tagging Bowe to head and body with regularity throughout their 7-round shootout.
Second round, crowd lights up as Galata lands a combo. Bowe's wobbled.
Boy, these are big guys laying some big stuff on each other.
Continuing to focus on Bowe's body after a stern warning from referee Wayne Kelly, the powerful Pole's body attacks continued to venture south of the border, prompting Kelly to deduct a point 2.5 minutes into the 4th round.
To put out that much punching power and continue to do it.
You saw Galata measure Bowe for the right hand and then missed it. Another low blow. This is a bad one. And Wayne Kelly is going to have to give Bowe a timeout. And there's the T for the timeout. There's a point deducted from each of the 3 scorecards. That point goes against Galata. This was a bad low blow foul.
Disregarding the first telling off he received 2 rounds prior, the raging Pole landed another deliberate low shot late in the 6th.
Galata starting to fall in love with his ability to hammer Bowe on top, and now another low blow. And let's see if Wayne Kelly takes another point. And he does. That's the second point deducted from the scorecards against Galata.
Is that clear? Don't do it again.
Refusing to listen to referee Wayne Kelly's 2 prior warnings, Galata got himself disqualified following another eye-watering low blow in the 7th round.
Throws the combination, but things go good for him.
He's just hammering Bowe in close. Just hammering it. That was another low blow. Down goes Bowe, and that's it.
That's it. Great.
Start from the opening bell, the big punching Pole floored the former undisputed champion with a ferocious 2-punch salvo 60 seconds into the 2nd round.
Bowe is pulling straight back after the jab of Galata.
I think Bowe's hurt. Bowe's hurt.
Wow. Big time hurt.
Baby, this one's over. This one's
We
over.
saw before, indicative. Riddick Bowe is in deep trouble and has too much time to go.
Able to weather the Warsaw Warriors' oncoming attacks, undeterred Bowe rallied back in the 4th round, smashing Galata down with his wild swinging attacks.
Now, Bowe's got no control of his legs. Good shot by Bowe. He hurts Galata. What a turnaround. Galata is in deep trouble, but he comes back. The slugfest we anticipated. Bowe is in big shape here.
Galata's hurt.
Is hurt big. What a turnaround.
That seemed like a slip, but they call it a knockdown. It was a combination of punches.
What drama. Riddick Bowe showing heart.
Seemingly up on all 3 judges' scorecards sitting ringside, the ill-tempered Pole bizarrely returned to illegal tactics, receiving his 2nd point deduction for a deliberate soul-snatching 3-punch combination below the belt.
He's putting all this. Shot. That's a low one, and it's got to be a penalty.
It was 2.
And that was blatant.
With both men showing signs of fatigue at the start of the 5th round, Galata floored an exhausted Bowe for a 2nd time, hammering him to the canvas with a crunching combination to head and body.
Comes down to taking advantage of your opportunity.
Right hand.
Deep trouble again. He could go. He will go if Galata puts a couple more.
There he goes.
Bowe is on his way down. He's
down.
He's down. A combination of attrition and precision by Galata. It's a matter of who takes advantage. Bowe has got spaghetti legs and a minute to kill.
Showing incredible toughness to absorb the Pole's relentless attacks, Bowe was dominated from round 6 up until the 9th, when Galata bizarrely committed another intentional foul, forcing referee Eddie Cotton to disqualify the bad-tempered Pole with just 2 seconds left on the clock of round 9.
Andrew Galata, all that was advertised and more. Another low blow by Galata. That's why Bowe stayed in this fight. How will they? It's over. A disqualification.
Here we go again.
The winner by disqualification, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
5 months on from his disqualification win over the powerful Pole, Big Daddy Bowe announced his retirement from the sport at just 29 years of age, amassing an impressive 40 wins with just 1 defeat, before returning to the ring 8 years later, competing at a much lower level.